Hello everyone. So today onwards we are going to start a new subject, software testing. In the series of lectures, this is the lecture 1. So in this lecture we are going to consider the following topics. The first one is introduction part of software testing and what is software testing, why the software testing is needed, and what are the different terminologies of the software testing related, and the types of bugs and bug management process. At the end we are going to just introduce what are the different types of software testing. Let us start. So what is a software? So software, we know what is meant by software. Means it is a collection of programs, so for a particular application oriented. So in the software development side, we can consider software as a product. In the development process, the software is considered as a product and it is produced by the developer as per the client's requirements, that is the customer requirements. So once the software is developed as per the customer requirements, then before delivery that one or deployment of the software to the customer client's site, so one has to go for the verification of their product, because the product is developed and we developed the product because of the customer requirements. So before deploying that one, so we have to verify whether the product is meeting the customer requirements or not. So to verify this one, developer needs to verify their product, that is a software, to confirm its quality. So generally quality means there are different terms which represents the quality of the product. Quality means one particular definition is defect-free product. Here the product is software software application is the product. Now we have to produce a product, defect-free product. So the software should be defect-free. Then once the product is, the other definitions of quality means meeting the customer requirements. So the software product is developed for the customer needs, so that should be satisfied. Then fit for purpose. What is the intention for developing this product? It must meet the requirements, it must suit the requirements. So fit for purpose, and ultimately the customer satisfaction. When the customer will satisfy with their product, if the product what they received will meet the requirements of him, will satisfy the if it is defect free, it is functioning as per his requirements, then the customer feel happy, that is the customer satisfaction will be there. So that is the quality of the product. So before deploying the software product to the customer side, one has to verify its quality. Quality have many definitions. One is defect-free product, meeting the customer requirements, fit for purpose, and customer satisfaction. Ultimately, if all these things are available, the customer satisfaction by default can expect in the product. That is the ultimate requirements of the software product. So not only software product, any product. Now what is software testing? So I said already, so software testing is a process of evaluating and verifying. That is, after the development of the software, one has to go for the verification. So it is a process of evaluating and verifying that a software application or a system meets the specified requirements and functional correctly. So whatever the software product we have developed, so before deploying that one, we have to verify its quality, that is a defects, it's a customer satisfaction, in the terms of customer satisfaction. So how it is going to done means in the by using the process of testing. So what is testing? A process of evaluating, verifying that the software application meets the specified requirements of the customer. So if the meeting the specified requirements of the customer, in the sense it is functioning correctly, that we have to verify. are evaluated. For doing this one, we have to identify the defects. The ultimate aim of the software testing is not just for identifying the defects, it is uh, in the context of meeting the customer requirement. The goal is to identify and fix the bugs and errors and defects before software is released to the users. So it's not intention to it's not the aim for just identifying the defects. It is to produce the product defect free. That is the ultimate aim. Then uh, how it is possible means in the form of testing. So testing ensures the software is reliable, secure, and performs as expected. So to evaluate your software product as per the requirements of the customer, whether it is functioning as per the requirements of the customer, so one has to go for the software testing. In the software testing, we are going to identify the defects or bugs or errors that causes the defects in the failures of the software product, that we have to verify before deploying the product into the customer sites. For that, we are going to do testing. Testing ensures the software is reliable, secure, and performs as expected. Then, why software testing is needed? So, if the software testing is not done, then we are unable to find the defects. So, to identify the defects early, so with the help of a software testing, what we will do, so we can able to identify the defects not at the end of the product development. At every stage, if you test the software, then we can able to identify the defects. So what happens when you identify the defects early, then the time involved for developing the defective product will be avoided, so that it saves the time as well as resources in the form of expenditure. Then ensures the quality. So earlier I said quality means fit for purpose, customer satisfaction. So that will be achieved. So that is identified in the products. So identifying the defect free products means automatically customer satisfaction will be there. Then prevent failures. So when you develop the defective product, that is a defective software or error software, or not satisfying the customer requirements, that software may not sustain in the market, then automatically the software is said to be failure. Your product may is said to be failure. So that we can able to avoid with this one, prevent failures and meet the requirements. So that is ensure the software meets the specified requirements and works as intended in various conditions. There is a meeting the requirements for and improve the performance. So with the testing, sometimes it's not functioning as expected. Then with the testing, we can able to identify that, and what is the cause for that, we can able to identify and rectify those things. Then we can able to improve its performance. And maintain security, helps to identify the security problems and ensure the software is secure against the threats and all. So to maintain the security, to improve the performance, meet the requirements, prevent failures, ensures the quality of the product, and identify the defects early. So for identifying the defects early in the software development, so the software testing is very, very important. Then, so before going to in details about the software testing, so there are certain terms. So one has to define clearly, so that we can proceed for the software testing with these terms. So when the software is said to be failure, what is software failure or simply failure? It is the inability of the system or a component to perform a required function according to its specifications. If any product it is not functioning as per expectations of the customer, then automatically we can say it's a failure. Similarly, a software what we have developed, it's not functioning as per the requirements, then the software is said to be failure. Then in other words, when results or behavior of the system and the test are different as compared to the specified expectations, then the failure exists. When the product, software product, what is the purpose we have developed, so that is not giving the accurate results, then automatically it is said to be a defective product. So when it is a defective product, automatically it is said to be the software is failure. It's not meeting the requirements. Then for there are certain times we can regularly talk about what is a fault, defect, bug. So in one aspect, we can say fault is a condition that is actual causes a system to produce a failure. Why the failure occurs means because of some fault, some defect, some bug. There are the synonyms for defects. Fault is synonyms with the words defect or bug. Fault is a reason embedded by any phase of the software development life cycle and results in the failure. So failure occurs because of the faults or defects or bugs, right? Then, so what causes the fault means error. Whenever a development team member makes a mistake, so it's not by intention, it may be some by mistake, he made some wrong entry, wrong input, wrong typing, there may be some defect may occurs. Because of error, defect may occurs. Because of defect, the software is said to be failure. So the errors are because of that is a error is whenever a development team member makes a small mistake in any phase of software development life cycle, then errors are produced. So that is wrong entries. Wrong entries, why it happens? It might be a typological error, typing mistakes, or misleading of the specifications. So the specifications are wrongly expressed, or a misunderstanding of the what the subroutine does, and so on. So that is what is the function intended, that is not clearly understood. Misleading the specifications. The requirements is said in a different way, but the developer understood in a different manner. Then it leads to mistakes. So these mistakes will create errors. Because of errors, the faults may occur in the software. So these faults may create software, may causes the software failure. So there is a one particular relation. Error is a very general term used for human mistakes. An error causes a bug or defect, and the bug or defect in turn causes failures of the product. That is a software, right? So here, what is a failure? Failure is inability of the system or component to perform a required function according to the specifications. What causes the failure? A defect or bug or failure or fault. So what causes the fault? So error. So error is happened because of mistakes. Okay, so it may be typological or misleading specifications or wrongly understood by the implementer or developer. And there are different types of bugs. If we talk about the types of defects or faults or bugs, there are different types. One is functional bugs. Functional bug is these bugs are impact more core functionality of the software. That is a functioning. So it's not properly works. Then a login system, that is the example is the login system fails to authenticate the user properly. So you have entered user, that is a user login functionality, that's authentication. You entered correct password, correct user ID, but the system is not functioning. There is one example for functional bugs. Then you have given the right input for the search options, so but it's not functioning. These are the examples for functional bugs. Then user interface or user experience bugs. These bugs affect the user interface or experiences. That is how it is for users of the system. We are going to provide interface. The interface is such a way is that one can able to work without any difficulty. So that is misaligned elements, so the broken links and inconsistent fonts or colors, which leads to user that is a user interface not comfortable, not suitable for easy interaction. The implementation is not that much simple. So that is one thing. Then the performance bugs. Performance bugs leads to slow or unresponsive software. Sometimes we can this working, but the working is not responsive. That is a slow, because it happens because of wrong it might be caused by the memory leaks or inefficient algorithms or improper resource utilization. So you are not utilizing your resources, RAM or processor or data accessing is not proper, or the algorithm what we have implemented is not the suitable, inefficient. It may be caused by the memory leaks. So whatever the data is available, that is not accessible. Then compatibility bugs. Compatibility bugs means the bugs occurs when the software behaves differently on different platforms. The hardware is not suitable. The application what you have installed, the OS is not suitable for that. The browser is not suitable for that. The device is not suitable for that. Because of this, the software is not properly working. That is a bug. Compatibility bugs. There is a compatibility issues might lead to broken layouts or non-functional features on certain setups. So these are the one is a functional bugs not performing properly. There is a user interface and user experiences bugs, that is misleading and broken links. Not if you have selected one option, but it's not, the option is not functioning. Inconsistent fonts or the colors. What is for reading, identifying on the screen. That is the bugs and performance bugs. So there is a slow response or slow running the program, slow response of the programs, and sometimes not responding of the input. So these are called performance and compatibility. It's not working on the certain hardware or software applications. These are the some examples. How to manage the bugs? So that is one is identification of the bugs. The process how to manage the bug manage how to manage the bugs means, so one is identification of the bugs, that is called bug discovery. Testers or users identify the unexpected behavior or errors in the software while using it. Number two, bug reporting. Once it is identified, what is the you have to clearly specify. They create a detailed bug report. So how in what way we can say this is the bug? So in what form you are expressing that? Information like steps to reproduce the bug, expected versus actual outcomes. So what is the expected outcome and what is the actual outcome it is generating? So screenshots or videos, with that one can able to generate the report what happens for your software. So what is the error that is occurring, like that one can able to express in the form of reports. Then we have we identified n number of bugs out of this one. So some bug is very important, which causes the its effect is very serious. So we have to give the priority for that. So we have to identify the priority of the among the available bugs. Then fixing, bug fixing, that is bug fixing means investigate the causes for it and identify the root cause and develop the solution to fix it. So that is eliminating the defects. Then again, before giving the saying that it is successful, we have to go for testing and verification. So once again it is going for test that the bug is fixed or not, we can able to identify with a certain testing. Then we can go for verification. If at all any creating any new errors also, we can able to identify with this. So then bug closure. Once the bug is cleared, rectified, the defect is rectified, then the bug is said to be closed. That is, after successful verification, the bug is marked closed, and the fix is integrated into the software code bases. So that is, the process consists of the management process consists of bug discovery or identification, bug reporting, then bug prioritization, then bug fixing, and testing, verification, and bug closes. These are the sequence of tests. Then that we have to identify, that we have to implement for managing the bugs, that is eliminating the bugs. Then, so there are basically testing. If you consider the software testing, there are basically two types of testings. One is a manual testing, another one is automated testing, automation testing. So in the manual testing and automation testing, in both ways, one can able to identify the defects of the software and we can able to eliminate this one. So about the manual testing and automation testing, we are going to discuss in the next video, right? So that's all today's video. If you please, I request all of you, please like our video, share our video, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.